Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a topic that can feel, well, incredibly confusing: calories. How many should you actually be eating, especially if you're trying to lose weight? We're going to cut through all the noise and get right to what the science says.
I mean, seriously, have you ever felt like you're just drowning in diet advice? One person says you have to eat 1,200 calories, then someone else says that's way too low and you're wrecking your metabolism. It is so easy to feel completely overwhelmed. If that's you, trust me, you are not alone. But here's the good news. There's a clear, evidence-based way to think about all this. So in this explainer, we're going to break it all down piece by piece so you have the tools to understand what your own body needs. Let's start with the absolute basics. First things first, what in the world is a calorie? At its core, it's just a unit of energy. That's it. Think of it like fuel for your car, but for your body. You need that energy from calories to do literally everything, from breathing and thinking to, running a marathon. It's the fuel that keeps you going.
Okay, so that brings us to the million-dollar question, right? If calories are fuel, how much fuel does your specific engine, your body, actually need every day? Well, the answer, it's not a simple one-size-fits-all number.
Your perfect calorie intake is super personal. It all depends on a few key things: your age, your sex, your height and weight, and of course, a really big one, how active you are. It just makes sense, right? Someone training for a race is going to need way more fuel than someone who works at a desk all day. So let's look at some general estimates. These are from the Dietary Guidelines for Americans. For women, you can see that daily needs tend to dip a little with age. A woman in her 20s might need somewhere between 1,800 and 2,400 calories. But, and this is key, these are just ballpark figures, just a place to start. And for men, the recommended ranges are usually a bit higher. That often just comes down to differences in average body size and muscle mass. So a guy between 31 and 60 might need anywhere from 2,200 to 3,000 calories. Again, that huge range really depends on your activity level. All right, so if your goal is to lose weight, the number one principle you have to understand is the calorie deficit. It's actually a pretty simple idea. You just need to eat fewer calories than your body burns through each day. That's it. That's the fundamental science behind weight loss. Now here's the thing. You don't need a massive, drastic deficit. The CDC actually recommends aiming for a slow, steady, and sustainable weight loss of about 1 to 2 pounds a week. That approach is way more likely to stick in the long run, and it's just plain healthier for you. But, and this is a big but, losing weight isn't just about cutting numbers. The quality of the food you're eating matters a lot. So how do you create that calorie deficit in a way that feels good and you can actually stick with? Let's check out 5 science-backed strategies that go way beyond just counting. These 5 tips are so powerful because they help you manage your calorie intake almost automatically without feeling like you're starving. We're talking about simple shifts: upping your protein, ditching sugary drinks, drinking more water, moving your body, and being smarter about carbs. First up, let's talk protein. This stuff is a powerhouse. Research shows that protein is amazing at making you feel full and satisfied. And when you feel full, your appetite goes down, you're less likely to get those intense cravings. It's a huge help when you're trying to reach your goals. Next, let's tackle sugary drinks. Okay, this is fascinating. Your brain doesn't really register calories from liquids the same way it does from solid food. What does that mean? Well, you could chug a soda with hundreds of calories, and your brain might still be screaming, "I'm hungry." That makes managing weight pretty darn tough. And here's another super simple but really effective trick: drink more water. One study actually found that just drinking water right before you eat can make you feel less hungry, which then helps you naturally eat fewer calories during that meal. How easy is that? It's such a simple habit to get into. Okay, we need to pause here for a second because this is really, really important. Your health is so much more than a number on a calorie tracking app, and focusing only on that number can sometimes cause more problems than it solves. We have to look at the bigger picture. And look, this is absolutely crucial. Slashing your calories too low can totally backfire. It can slow down your metabolism, which makes losing weight even harder down the road. You also risk not getting the nutrients your body needs, and it can create a really unhealthy relationship with food. The goal should always be building sustainable habits that truly nourish your body, not just starve it. So, to bring it all home, here are a few final rapid-fire tips. Try practicing mindful eating, really tasting your food. Load up your plate with fruits and veggies. Stock your kitchen with healthy stuff so it's easy to make good choices. Find a friend to support you. And try prepping your meals. All of these are proven to help you succeed.
And I want to leave you with this one last thought to chew on. Instead of thinking about this journey as all about restriction and counting numbers, what if you reframed it? What if it was all about nourishing your body? What if the goal wasn't just to eat less, but to fuel yourself with amazing, delicious food that helps you thrive? It's a pretty powerful shift in thinking, isn't it?